Clovis Chomhendo lives here in Nyankwanzi village, Kabarole district in Toro sub-region of western Uganda. Chomhendo says in 1998 he met a lady in a discotheque in Kampala and they later had a sexual liaison which led to a pregnancy.
Hati kuongea kuba babiri niyo nanda nafuna urubuta ati yaho hati nyencho bwiro bwa maziro kucya nyonkwata mahanda yange ningenda na wakwate mahanda ye nakoraki nagenda nuko nyone ikaraga mu mahanga.
Fortunately, the woman also hailed from Fort Portal, Chomhendo's home area. She later gave birth at Fort Portal Regional Referral Hospital but dumped the baby there. Chomhendo says the woman later died without bringing the baby home.
Hato byamunagireyo abantu baseruza kurungi baseruza bamutahirizo wabo bamukwata hato bamukwasire bamuteka mu nkomo cyonka abo wabo ijabungara bakoraki bamugorayo bakoraki bamurekera dena ati okyabeiraho amarobwire buke hafu.
The hospital authorities later handed over the child to a baby's home in Fort Portal. That baby, Moses Rabuhinga, is now 23 years old and has just been reunited with his biological family. Rabuhinga told us how he slowly noticed that while at Fort Portal baby's home, that he was not living with his biological family.
Yeah, before you realize somebody else is coming, another child is coming, then automatically there you can know that this is not your what? Your real mother.
When he was about 5 years old, Moses was transferred to another organization, the SOS Children's Village, where he has lived to date. When the children turn 18 years, they are moved out of the children's home to live in rented houses elsewhere as they complete their studies. The government recently initiated a program dubbed the Alternative Childcare Program, which requires the foster home to trace the child's biological family. However, the program seems not to have helped young Moses immediately.
The first time I came here, we tried our level best, but we could not even find anything. So we left knowing that we have tried and we have failed.
His former foster parent at the Fort Portal baby's home says she met people who claim to have had their child brought to her workplace and was never seen again. Further investigations by SOS led to Chomhendo.
Kani ndora face yawe nesana neyo mwana oli omukyaro kuyampe namba yesimu na Greta na Cametroni nuko abantu kubatera bakayikiriza umwana wabo bakarora nyo mwirwaro ninyana balize navo
ninsemerera umwana wange mara kusemererwa ni mugwa munda ninja kurora ibisai kurora ibisani kurora fuesi yo kurora yona family ya hano honka.
Of course the first day I had no words because I'm seeing him for the first time. I don't know him. I know nothing about him. The only thing was to keep quiet and listen to the story.
Over 100 children have been reunited with their families in the 2 years the program has run.
But then we also have a category of children where tracing is almost impossible. If a child was, say, abandoned in hospital, a child was abandoned on the road and police took that child to a baby's home and then we received that child, tracing becomes a very, very expensive venture.
The program's coordinator, Shafiq Butanda, who is the Principal Probation and Welfare Officer in the Ministry of Gender and Social Development, explains the program's achievements since inception.
Originally, government was giving a certain amount to do some inspection. But now government is also increasing resources after realizing the importance of alternative care. So resources are also increasing. But again, like I said, the resources are not enough and they will never be enough. That's why we encourage partners to come and work with us.
The Executive Director of SOS Children's Village's country office, Olive Birungi Rumonya, says boys and children with disabilities are easily rejected by their families.
Maybe 70% of the boys, we find a resistance of accepting because of our traditional culture, land. If I take in this boy, I already have 4 boys here. They are going to fight for land.
The children with disabilities remain in foster homes for the rest of their lives, while the rejected children are usually taken up by individuals for adoption. Lumonya also notes the challenge of access to government programs, for instance, getting national identity cards.
When they go in to register for the national ID, they cannot give all that information. The father, the mother's name, the village and all those. So it has become a challenge, and we are now going to engage NIRA. We are going to have a meeting. We are writing to the executive director.
On several occasions, these homes have hosted weddings and introduction ceremonies when the rejected children reach the age of marriage but don't have their biological family members as witnesses. Solomon Kaweesa, NTV.